Welcome in. How are y'all doing? Happy Wednesday, y'all. Today is Wednesday. Happy Hump Day Wednesday, you guys. Welcome in the building. Y'all, this Diddy trial is going crazy, right? Yesterday, just doing a recap on the last 2 days. Y'all, it's been crazy for week four. This week, sometime they're going to have somebody, Jane Doe, come all the way from overseas to testify. I believe that Jane Doe is slated to testify either tomorrow or Friday. But you guys, it's going down at the courthouse, you guys. It is crazy when I say it's unbelievable stuff going on there. It is crazy, right? From inside the courtroom all the way to outside of the courtroom. It is crazy, you guys. We plan on going back, heading back again. Me and my baby, we have been so busy doing a lot of stuff, trying to get a lot of stuff done. So we're gonna, head back there. But y'all, I'm telling you, it's been crash outs after crash outs. But yesterday, during the testimony, there was two people testifying. I think his name was, I want to say, Eddie Garcia. I know Garcia is his last name, and also Derek Ferguson. Those were the ones that testified yesterday. Monday, it was Mia and her testimony. As you guys know, it was, to me, it was very questionable. Very, very questionable. Y'all come in the building, smash the like button. This is just a recap of week four on what's going on. Yesterday, they were also, the second half of the day, they were trying to get into Diddy's financials. The CFO was on the stand testifying. So they were trying to bring up like different things, like Janice had to open an account, Diddy and Derek opened an account. So, hey, AJ. How are you? Welcome in. So they were getting into his financials yesterday. Hey, Brian, how are you? So yesterday it was a good day for testimony, but a whole bunch of drama inside and outside the courtroom. It was crazy. You know, we try to stay humble. We like to cut up too, not cut up like that though, but we like to have a good time here on the channel. But yesterday it was like really crash out at the courthouse from the inside to the outside. But yeah. So the testimony that yesterday, you know, what's his name? Agnophilia was asking a lot of questions, right? During his cross examination. And he was asking questions, and I'm like, what is it, Mr. Agnophilia? What's going on with these questions? I'm like, oh my goodness. A Share Bear said is fake staging. Yeah, it was crazy. I was like, why is Mr. Agnophilia asking all these questions? I'm like, this is crazy. But hey, Jr. Garza, welcome. The legends, welcome. Um, it was crazy. I'm not too hungry now.
You want anything?
I'm not too hungry now.
Anything to drink?
Like maybe a juice or
Any
something.
fruit?
If you see fruit, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, it was crazy, you guys. I'm telling you, it was a knockout, drag out. Diddy looked gray in the face. I mean, in the hair, in his beard. He had like the, I guess, the jailhouse, the MDC haircut special. He looks old. He looks like he's 70 years old. He looks old. He looks like him and Janice are a brother and sister. I'm just saying, y'all. Diddy looks very, very old, and he seemed like he ate some humble pie. I mean, maybe he putting on the front, putting on the show, because y'all know he's been doing all this stuff, gallivanting. I know it's kind of loud. We're at the airport. But he's been gallivanting in the industry all these 30 years, perpetrating a fraud, doing all this bad stuff to people. But I don't feel sorry for him at all. I'm just saying, karma comes when you do people dirty. Dirt will come back. Y'all smash the like button. Let's get the likes up. But yeah, yesterday, oh my goodness, crazy. Monday, Mia's testimony. Uh, what's his name? Attorney Steele, Diddy's lawyer Steele. Oh, he basically, set Mia on fire with what he was questioning her about. Hey, Bronze, how are you? Gr Garza, yes, absolutely. Yeah, so on Monday, Mia's testimony, you guys, it was crazy. She kept her head down like this. It was like her head was testifying. I mean, we didn't understand. She was like playing with her hands. I don't know, picking her skin on her fingers or thumbs, or I don't know. But it was like her testimony was very questionable. She's probably a victim of something, but I don't think she's no victim of Diddy's. I'm sorry, not of him essaying her, because there was proof and evidence that they had no text messages. All of her text message was, I love you, Diddy. I miss you, Diddy. This, that, and the third. But nothing saying, Diddy, you great me. I'm making a police report. I'm going to sue you. None of that. There was no evidence. The feds had pulled all of these text messages from Diddy and her phone. There was no evidence to show that. Hey, Annette, welcome. So there was no evidence to show that. So that's what Brian Steele, when I say he busted Mia up, I mean, he really did. He really tore her a new badonkadonk. So there was no evidence and proof that Diddy did anything to her. What I think that was going on with Mia was working with Diddy. Diddy and her eventually had a relationship. Mia was supposed to be Cassie's friend. And then Mia was eventually messing with Diddy. I think she was messing with him. But she was calling, saying that Diddy raped her, I think was like a cover up to her relationship with Diddy. Diddy was messing with her because when they said Diddy got her phone, why in the world was it that Diddy was like, I'm sending all these messages to myself because I'm going to show Cassie? Well, what are you showing Cassie in my phone? The only thing I can think of is them probably kissing, them having Rex, them doing all kind of stuff consensually. And she didn't want Diddy to show Cassie anything. Because if it was me, I would have been like, let's show Cassie. Yeah, let's show Cassie that you grate me. Let's tell Cassie that you grate me. She never told Cassie that Diddy raped her. Never told anybody that Diddy raped her. But all of a sudden now you're saying this, but there's no proof and no evidence, no text messages. I always preach and say, just because Diddy's on trial, we know he's a monster, doesn't mean you jump on the bandwagon and lie and say that he did something to you and he didn't when there's no proof. The feds pulled all of the text messages that they had. No message ever led to her saying, "Oh, I'm gonna go call the police. I'm gonna go I'm gonna go sue you." Even in her lawsuit, she didn't even mention that Diddy raped her because she put out a lawsuit, but that was about her being not being compensated for all the work she did. So y'all, I mean, come on now. It's kind of suspicious that you have this lawsuit, no proof that Diddy raped you. Not even in the lawsuit, you didn't even put in there that Diddy raped you. All you was complaining about in the lawsuit was that Diddy underpaid you. And you weren't paid right, you weren't compensated right. Okay, that's cool. Where is the great situation and allegations at? Why didn't you call the police? Why didn't you tell anybody? Your mom? Why didn't you tell Cassie? That was her boyfriend, right? That was Cassie's boyfriend. Why didn't you tell Cassie your boyfriend raped me? So it's crazy. It's very suspicious, right? It's very suspicious. Braun says, wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I'm telling you, it was crazy. Her testimony all day from both, the beginning of the day, the first half of the day and the second half of the day, it was basically Brian Steele, Diddy's lawyer, busting Mia's lies. Because also it showed that she had the testimony. Remember last week she testified, I had to beg Diddy to go to my grandma's funeral. I was feeling bad. I was like, this girl had to beg to go to her grandmother's funeral? That's really sad. But Monday, Brian still pulled out the text messages showing, hey, Diddy, this, that, and the third, blah, blah. My grandmother passed away. I bought a plane ticket to go to my grandma's funeral. So I'm like, where is it at that you're begging? Where is it at that you're begging to go to your grandma's funeral? It did show no proof. And y'all know how I feel. Diddy is guilty as all sin, in my opinion. This is my opinion. He's guilty. He's a monster. He treated people horrible. But did he treat Mia? Did he do the things that Mia said he did, the raping and all that stuff? No, he probably was mad. I mean, mean and nasty to Mia. He probably did. He did put some hands on her, probably throwing stuff. And yeah, he did that. But where is the rape allegations? There's none. We can't find them. They didn't have that in all the text messages and proof. The prosecution never had that to prove. So Mia is, I believe, is a liar, pants on fire. And Brian Steele, he brought that out and he brought her to open shame. Diddy is a monster, yes. He put hands, feet, and all kind of stuff on a lot of people. but he did not grape Mia. I think Mia was using that grape situation because her and Cassie were friends. So she was saying that, oh, I'm gonna say that you grape me because I don't want everybody to know that I was sleeping with you too and I had a relationship. Why are you telling Diddy? You're contacting Diddy even after she no longer worked for Diddy. She was saying that I love you. Can I come visit you? Can I come see you? Some of the text messages Diddy wasn't even responding to. So you could tell she was infatuated with Diddy. She loved Diddy too. I love you. And then she it wasn't I love you. She was like, I love you. She was infatuated with Diddy. Diddy was clapping her cheeks and she was clapping Diddy's cheeks. Point blank period. I don't care what nobody says. That's exactly what the evidence showed in court. So I feel sorry for her. I feel bad. She's been a victim of something, some kind of trauma along the way. Diddy probably did put hands, feet, throwing stuff and doing all kind of stuff. But did he grape her? No, there's no proof and evidence. She said, oh no, I was going to take that to my grave. I wasn't going to tell anybody that Diddy did this to me. Well, why didn't you? You could have told your mom. You could have told even somebody that's not, associated with the lifestyle, with Hollywood. You a long distant cousin that you probably speak to every now and then. You could have told somebody, right? She didn't tell anybody. So this situation with her lying, y'all, this is not good, and this could possibly be brought up, as a mistrial situation. But Diddy, y'all know how I feel. All my loungers know how I feel about Diddy. Diddy is a whole demonic monster, right? I think it's maybe kind of loud. I'm not sure if you guys can hear me in the airport, but yeah, Diddy is a whole demonic entity during survival, right? I'm telling you, it's crazy. But the thing is that from what I'm seeing, like, I'm not even going to break down all the RICO charges and all this other stuff. I'm not no attorney. I'm a content creator. I'm not going to break all of that down. But what I see from the proof and what I was in, I was like, this is crazy. Hey, Guy, how are you? Miss Clover says, yeah, well, good for Diddy. He got one victim without proof, shaking my head. Yeah, he does. And we know that he's a monster, right? We know he belongs up under the prison, right? Up under the prison. But the thing is that there was no proof for Mia. I'm sorry, you guys. There was no proof that Diddy did anything. They were showing every time she contacted Diddy, it was, oh, I love you. She even was making a scrapbook. She even made a scrapbook for Diddy. Why are you making a scrapbook for somebody who SA'd you and DV'd you and did all these horrible things, right? Hey, Clinton, welcome. Vanessa said, there you... But it's crazy, yeah. It is crazy, right? But yeah, this is how I feel. And everybody can feel how they want to feel, right? You can feel how you want to feel, respectfully so. But this is how I feel. Diddy is guilty, but Diddy didn't do anything that they could prove to me. I go off of proof and evidence. I'm not gonna go off, oh, I feel sorry because she's saying that she's a victim. Loyal, oh, Loyal said thanks, laughed out loud. You're welcome. Scrapbook all her doctor's visits. I know, right? We need to see that because she's like one of those type of women you don't want to bring around your man because she's gonna, as soon as you turn your back, them one of the ones that be trying to smile in your face and sleep with your man. That's the vibe I got. She never had, and they never said she had no boyfriend. They never spoke about her having a boyfriend because Diddy was her boyfriend. Never said nothing about her having a boyfriend. She worked for Diddy all this time. Didn't have no boyfriend to claim the first because Diddy was her boyfriend. She was the one that was, you smile in your friend's face and try to sleep with your man, and that's what she was doing. That's why she never told she never told Cassie that Diddy raped her. Now, if I have a best friend, a sister, and her man allegedly raped me, I'm going to go to her and tell her, look, this is what he did. I'm going to file a police report. I'm going to call the law. I'm going to make a report, a lawsuit, something. She didn't do any of that. None of that. She didn't do none of that. And they had no proof that she was doing any of that. Everything that all her text messages, all her history, all her receipts, all was saying, Diddy, I miss you, I love you, I want to see you, this, that, and the third. And some of the times, Diddy wasn't even responding. So that tells me she was in love with Diddy. Diddy clapped them cheeks, he clapped her cheeks, and they had a whole private, undercover love affair. And she didn't want to tell Cassie because Cassie was in love with Diddy too. I was like, this was a whole mess. Y'all know Diddy liked to collect women and people's children too. He liked to collect the women, the children, everybody. And there was no proof. So I'm like, Mia, I feel bad. She has some kind of trauma. Something happened along the way. Maybe she was abused, with Diddy in other ways too. But to say that she was allegedly raped by Diddy, there was no proof and no evidence. And it almost reminded me like of an Adria English, Amisha type of situation with her on the stand. And when somebody can't face you like this, look, you raped me, you did this, you did that. They're talking to you like this. The forehead is talking. It's a problem. Oh, thank you. Still back says Cassie was in on it. Yes, I think so. Thank you. I think so. They were all, because Cassie and her are friends still to this day. Who's to say Cassie filed a lawsuit and probably gave her a little bit of coins? They're still friends to this day. It was probably a whole setup get back because Cassie, yes, I think she was a victim to a certain extent, but she participated in a whole lot of that stuff, right? So at any time Cassie could have left, but I think she did have love Diddy. She had a little bit of Stockholm syndrome, but Mia, that was a whole setup. Yes, that they were probably playing Diddy. She was acting like she was a victim when she wanted to. People they'll play the victim when they want to play the victim. You know what I'm saying? When it's convenient for them. Oh, I'm mad with you. You don't give me this, or I don't get my way. I'm gonna say that you raped me. People will play the victim, y'all. Let's get the likes up. They will play the victim when it's convenient for them, and that's what she was doing. There's no way you're in court like this testifying. The head was testifying. It wasn't her testifying like this. Yes, well, no, it was the head, the forehead. The forehead was testifying. I was like, why is this girl with her head down? Everybody sees nothing but her head, not her mouth and her, up there. Because I'm going to tell her, if somebody did something to me, I'm going to tell it. I'm going to be on there. I'm going to go tell it on the mountain. I'm going to be on the throne, on the stand, telling everything somebody did to me if that's what they did to me. I'm not going to get up there and lie. I'm not going to lie on anybody because guess what? If something really happens to me, like somebody come in and really did something to me, you lied so much to where you're not even a credible person. You could be having a heart attack. So, oh my God, I'm having a heart attack, y'all. Nobody's going to believe you because you're a liar. And when you do have a heart attack and you really are in the hospital or something happens to you, they're going to be like, oh, well, she's a liar. So we don't know if she was telling the truth or lying. Now she's allegedly in the hospital and because she was possibly telling the truth at the time that she was really having a heart attack. So I'm telling you, people have to be careful. People have to be careful because karma can come back and get her too when she least expected. We know Diddy's a monster. I don't like Diddy. I don't care for Diddy. That's my opinion. Everybody has their opinion and they have, they feel how they want to feel. And we all can respectfully so agree to disagree on our feelings towards Diddy and towards the situation. But at the same time, I'm not going for the lies against anybody because no matter how bad a person is, how demonic they are, how disgusting, because we know Janice is disgusting, Diddy's disgusting, right? But what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to entertain nobody in their wrong either when they're wrongfully accusing somebody and there's no proof and no evidence. The prosecution, the feds, all the text messages, I love Diddy, I love you, Diddy, I want to see you, happy birthday, making scrapbooks and all that. Come on now. Even, Dwayne says I feel the same way. Yes, Dwayne. I'm sorry, Dewana. Yes, Dewana. There's no way I'm going to sit there and say, oh, Diddy raped me just because everybody else is jumping on the bandwagon, because everybody else is suing Diddy and they know Diddy is demonic. I would not jump on that bandwagon. My integrity is more important to me than anything. My integrity and me telling the truth and being honest is everything to me. I'm not, and that's why it made me think, you guys, and let me know if you guys feel the same way. Put yes or no in the chat after I tell you guys this. I believe she's testifying under Mia, under a fake name, quote unquote Mia, because she doesn't want the people in the public, the people in her where she lives in Virginia Beach or wherever, she's from, somewhere on the East Coast or whatever.
Spare passengers on flight
She doesn't
2060
want
Northwest service to
she
Los
doesn't want
Angeles,
nobody to
California. Please take
know
a moment
who
to scan
she
your boarding
is.
pass. If you
She
have a
doesn't
seat
want
assigned
people
on
to
your seat
know
now, gate
that she's,
B46 with your ID in hand.
oh, somebody's sitting here,
And
sir.
also, if you're
I'm
interested in
sorry. There's
traveling
some
more
seats over
comfortable,
there
we
though.
still have a
She
few
doesn't
extra
want
row
people
seats
to
providing
know
you extra
who
leg
she
room for
is
business only. If
and
you're
that
interested,
she
you can
is
see now gate
hey
B46.
Deborah. She
Atención a todos los pasajeros en el vuelo
head
2069
held
de
high.
Constitución
Yes,
hacia Los
she
Ángeles,
doesn't want people to
hacia Los
know who
Ángeles,
she
California. Por
is,
favor, tome un
right?
momento en revisar
She
su
doesn't
base de
want nobody
bagage.
to
Si
know
continúan
that
haciendo
she's a
filas,
part of
se
this
hace
Diddy trial and
ahora
stuff,
con
which
nuestra
I
tarjeta de
understand.
crédito con su
And they're saying
identificación en
people
la
were
mano.
doxing her, but at the same time, you guys, people have to take into consideration, if you sit there and you lie about somebody raping you because you was really having a relationship behind Cassie's back, and probably not even behind Cassie's back, you then teamed up with him, you are clapping each other in. Okay, Tag, you're
At
it.
this time, we'll begin
Cassie,
the boarding
it's your
process
turn
for
to sleep with
reflight
Diddy. Okay,
1799 with service and officer. We
Mia,
would like
okay,
to
it's your
advise
turn to sleep
customers
with
if
Diddy.
extra time
They were
assistance is
doing
required,
all this, playing
pre-boarding
games and
customers
stuff
welcome
like this,
aboard.
and
At this
when it
time, we'd
was
also like to
convenient for
advise families
them
traveling with
to
cards to
come
take
and
rows
call,
support,
you
as
know what I'm
well as
saying,
those
holler
seated in rows
wolf
1,
or
12, and
holler
14.
I've
Once
been
again, rows
raped.
1, 12, and 14
It's
will
like,
onboard this
where's the
flight
proof and where's the
1799 with service and
evidence? We know
officer.
Diddy's a monster. We
We'd
know he
also like
put
to
hands,
invite
foot,
any U.S. passenger
elbows
requiring
on
reserve
people,
military
right?
personnel
Chairs
and
on
attendants
people.
aboard. On behalf of OCC, we thank you for your service.
With those weights on
Now
people.
we'd like to
We
invite
know Diddy
passengers
likes
for
to
the
put
priority boarding
all
as
that
well
on
as
people,
card
right?
holders. If you are a
But
card
where
holder, please show
is
your
the
card as you
proof and
approach the boarding
evidence?
podium.
Now, if they had proof and evidence, I would say, okay, Mia's not
At this
lying.
time, we also
Mia
welcome
said
non-crew
she was going to
customers.
sue Diddy.
Welcome aboard
Mia
Diddy
was
Flight
saying
$39
that
with
Diddy,
service and
you
officer
raped
for
her.
gate 44.
No
Once
text
again, rows
messages
1 and
ever
2,
saying
welcome
that
aboard Diddy
Diddy
Flight
did
39 with
anything
service and
to
officer.
her in that manner, in that aspect. So I'm like, this girl is suspicious. This girl is over here lying, perpetrating a fraud on the stand, y'all. And she's like, no, I never lied. I never. Where's the proof and evidence? Why didn't you tell Cassie that your boyfriend raped me if you guys are so close? Where is that? Why didn't you? Because the still even said, were you and Cassie ever in a place where y'all were by yourself? Like, for you to have this conversation, to tell Cassie that Diddy raped you. She was like, yeah, we were by ourselves before, but I couldn't tell that. I wanted to take her to. Oh, little boy crying. I wanted to take this to my grave. I was gonna, when I'm unalive, I wanted to just be unalive and take this to my grave. If this was so bad and you brought this up, why are you not saying anything? Yes, Dewana, texting him and everything. Yes, she was texting him even after she quit. Even when she didn't work for Diddy no more, she was still texting him. And some of the text messages, Diddy wasn't even responding to her. So that tells me that she was like a stalker. She had like some type of stalker mentality. Like she was stalking him. I love you, Diddy. I love, I love you, Diddy. Even she was singing a happy birthday. She was singing a happy birthday not sing telling him happy birthday in a video. Happy birthday, Diddy, and putting her lipstick on. And I'm like, this girl is crazy. The money, yes. The money, yes. The money, they wanted that money. She wanted that money, right? Right next, yes, exactly. They wanted that money. They were in there. Cassie and her were probably plotting against Diddy. She was like, yeah. Mia was probably like, yeah, Cassie, go ahead and put a lawsuit on him, because they said the only reason why Cassie really sued Diddy was because Cassie and her husband were broke. They were in California. They were broke, and they put a lawsuit, and that's when Diddy paid her. As the ink didn't even dry. And Cassie had the money in her possession. And not only that, the Intercontinental, she sued them. She's waiting for $10 million from them. But I'm like, this is crazy. Hey, Big L, good morning. Good morning. Oh, hey, Coffee Cups, good morning. Thank you. We appreciate your point of view. I think he put roots on that girl. They said he was into that. Yeah. Hey, loving myself. Good morning. Yeah, I think so. This situation, I'm telling you guys, Diddy needs to go to jail. He's done awful things to a lot of people. But like I said, I don't like the fact that when people lie in the midst of somebody else's storm when it's not true, right? Big L, yes. Prayers to Big L, yes. Media says, where
Once again,
is
from
Tiffany
Australia
Red?
passengers on flight 2069 with service
That's what
between
I'm
Tulum and Los
saying.
California to New York
Exactly,
bound with the
M3.
car seat
I'm
stowed away
wondering where she
personal
was at
to New
too.
York
Why
time
didn't
for
she
today's flight
testify on
between
behalf
1846.
of Cassie? That's what I'm saying, y'all. This situation, I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's crazy. And we know Diddy's a monster. We know he's a monster, right? But I don't like when people lie. When there is like people are jumping on this bandwagon of, oh, let me go and jump on this bandwagon because Diddy's over here on the federal court having a court case. The feds got him for a RICO, all this other stuff, blah blah blah. But I'm like, what in the world? What in the world? I'm not gonna be jumping on no bandwagon. But y'all, I'm telling you, it's crazy. I want to be there at the day of when he goes gets the verdict. We're gonna try to go back to come back to New York about the time when they're gonna read the verdict, because y'all, I'm telling you, the crash outs that were happening at the courthouse yesterday, baby, honey baby chicken child, it was crazy. It was what I say, it was off the chain yesterday. Go and check out my
All
baby
zone turnover
Jamel
for tomorrow
Peterson,
featured flight
Mr. I
1389
Am
with service in
Comedy.
Oslo. Once again,
My
all zone
baby
turnover for
caught
Monday
all
flight
of this
1399 with service
live
in
on his
Oslo.
live from yesterday. If y'all haven't checked Jamil's channel out, Jamel Peterson, Mr. I Am Comedy, my baby's channel, go check it out. While I was in the courtroom still, he went outside, he went live, and he caught all the crash outs. He was catching all of the crash out people snapping at content creators. They were going off on content creators. People were snapping like a bucket of crabs right outside the federal building. He caught like 3 or 4 crash out snap outs. It was crazy, you guys. I'm telling you, this case right here. And then I also check out my video. I did a video with one of the Free Diddy people, the Free Diddy t-shirt campaign situation. There was only like 2 guys I seen with a free one. What had a Free Diddy shirt on, the other guy had a Free Diddy or Free Puffy hat on. I interviewed one of them, and he said he didn't know Diddy. He said that he wasn't getting paid to for $20 because y'all know 50 Cent went down. 50 Cent went down to the courthouse and he put on a Free Diddy shirt. He said that, they were paying him $20. Yeah, 50 Cent's a troll bastard. But he went down there, he put on a Free Diddy shirt. I was weak, but I was like, where's all the Free Diddy people? Did that campaign dry up? Did they people get, informed about what Diddy was trying to do, talking about Free Diddy, paying people $20 to wear a shirt? Because that's what they were telling them. But y'all, there was none of them out there yesterday or Monday at the beginning of the week. None of the Free Diddy people was out there with the t-shirts on, the crowds that they were like last week or the week before last. It was like a whole bunch of Free Diddy t-shirt wearers out there. They were gone. I guess they were catching on to allegedly they were saying Diddy was paying them $20 an hour. You could pay me $20 an hour when you paying them attorneys millions of dollars. Oh no, you want me to wear this Free Diddy shirt? Oh, you gonna give me at least $1 million to wear this Free Diddy shirt. You not gonna undercut me. You ain't undercutting them lawyers, right? I mean, I would never wear it, but people who were wearing it, y'all not gonna insult my intelligence by paying me $20 an hour. Oh, absolutely not. No, I need a whole bunch of zeros behind the two, right? I need a whole bunch of zeros behind that too. If y'all think that I'm about to wear this Free Diddy shirt, you not paying, you not undercutting them lawyers. You ain't about to undercut me, right? And y'all, Janice with them long nails,
Sierra,
I'm
yes, on
telling
Spirit
you,
Flight number
her nails were
2180 with
so
nonstop service
long.
to
Her
Austin,
nails were like
Texas.
that
We ask you
long.
to please check your boarding
I
passes
was
for
like,
your seat
oh my
assignments.
God,
If
this
your
is
boarding pass
crazy.
indicates seating, we
Janice with
ask
the
you to
long
please cross the
Timu
podium at gate
nails and the
49
Timu
to
wig.
receive your
Janice,
seating
y'all, she
assignment.
looked, I mean, she was still potting, chopping, and still pucking her lips. I was like, oh my God. Look, just like in the video when Diddy and her were kissing. I was like, oh my goodness, she is a mess. She is a whole hot mess. She 100 years old with the freak off nails. I was like, who is 80 something, 100 something years old, right? In freak off years, she's like 180. In real life years, she's like 80 years old. A grandma with long freak off nails that match her Timu wig. Hey Ray Love, welcome. When she went, oh, one of my braids is, one of my twisties is like, look, cutting up, y'all. She went like this, and she had the long freak off nails. I was like, y'all get out of here. Please tell me my eyes is playing tricks on me. And the nails were the same color as the Timu wig. She got the Timu fluffery wig on yesterday. I was like, oh my goodness, Janice in the Timu wig with the matching blonde nails. I was weak, y'all. When I say, and she got up and she was going to use the bathroom and she just trotting around the courthouse, I was like, this woman is a hot mess. When I say she looked like she was ready to go to the geriatric freak off, she was going to the geriatric freak off. She had her Timu wig on, the long blonde nails. She had on a black blazer with some gold hearts or small gold diamonds. I was like, look at her. She's still ready to spin the block. Miss Janice is still ready to spin the block. She ain't stopped trying to spin the block. And her son was on trial. He's on trial. She's still trying to spin the block. I was like, oh my God, Big L said I'm weak right now. I was weak too, Big L. I was weak when I seen them nails
Once again,
when she
all
went like
zones, all
this.
zones are now welcome to board
And
with the
them
flight
nails looked like they was
329
about to
service
reach out and
All
touch
passengers
me.
must be aware
I
this
was
time. If you hold the
scared.
boarding pass for
I
this
was
flight,
like,
please expedite your
ooh,
way to your
I'm not
board
going
gate
to the
departure.
bathroom when she
Once the
get in
boarding
there
gate is
because
closed,
she
you will
may
not
reach
be
out and
admitted.
touch
All
me and
zones are now welcome
accidentally
to board with the flight
take my eye out
329
with them
service
nails.
zone.
I'm telling you, she had these long nails, and I'm like, I know I'm old enough to be Janice's great granddaughter, right? But she had the freak off long nails like she was ready to go to a freak off and walking around. I was like, I'm telling you, when I say this was epic, I was like, this is epic. Somebody sitting here, ma'am. This was epic. This was epic, y'all. I was like, she ain't even saw what she got the won't stop, can't stop either, right? Oh my God, Lord. Hey, salute to you too. Aaron, good morning. When I say Janice was, y'all, she was a mess. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God, she is still with the shenanigans. She is still with the freak off, the geriatric freak off. She didn't graduate. She's having
Once
geriatric
again,
freak
prospect
offs, right?
passengers on flight
Love about sex.
2069 with
Now
second
we
degree
see
Chile
why
baggage
Lisa Ray
California.
loved to
If you're
always wear
interested in
white. Oh
traveling more
yeah,
comfortable,
but
please still have a
Janice,
few extra
she's
row
not
seats for
wearing the
luggage
white
and
freak off
extra
nails.
legroom.
Her nails are
For
blonde
purchase
like her
only, you
wig.
can see my gate
If you
B46
guys
for
go
more
and check out,
information.
I'ma see Jamil and I caught her walking out the courthouse yesterday. If I could capture a screenshot of her nails, I'ma show y'all. Them freak off nails was long. They were like the Count Dracula nails. I was scared. I was like, oh my God, them like the reach out and touch you nails. If you cut up and act up, she should have been doing that to Diddy or while she was raising him, but she was busy spinning the block allegedly because the way she raised Diddy, I mean, I can't tell she was no good mother. She had no mothering skills. I'm sorry. She was out busy doing the young freak off at that time when she was raising him. She ain't had time to be raising Diddy. That's why he a monster now. But she is still with the geriatric freak off. She didn't graduated. I'm telling you, Miss Janice is a hot mess. But anyway, it was crazy. It was really crazy. I'm telling you, it is crazy. I'm wondering when this overseas. So you guys know there's a Jane Doe that is coming to testify. That the Jane Doe is a female, of course. Jane Doe. She's coming from overseas to testify. Remember Damon
Allegiant
from
Flight
the feds
1399 with service
came
now still taking the
and
classified passengers. Mohammed
came and said
Al-Arbi,
on TV
Jennifer
that there was
Braddock,
some stuff going on
Jasmine
in the
Briscoe,
UK
Molly
with Diddy.
Landon,
He had to send
and
his
David
federal
Page.
agents
If you're in
out
the
there
Bay
to go
Area, please report to gate
investigate and see
44 for
what was
additional
going on
passengers.
in
Doors will
the
be closing
UK.
momentarily
So I
once they
believe that
reopen.
this
Once
victim
again,
is coming from the
Mohammed
UK.
Al-Arbi, Jennifer
This
Braddock,
victim is the
Jasmine
Jane Doe.
Briscoe,
She
Molly
is, I
Landon,
believe, from
and
the
David
UK. Because
Page. If you're
remember,
in the Bay
Diddy met
Area, please
somebody over
report
there in
to
the
gate
UK.
44
He
for
was
new
hanging out
departures.
with her,
Doors will be
spending
closing
time with her, and then he
momentarily
started snapping
after
out on her.
reopen.
So she's the one that somebody's sitting here, ma'am. She was snapping out, and let me hold on real quick, you guys. Let me just put that right there. She was snapping. She was being like, I guess, I think abused SADV by Diddy allegedly. So I believe that's who it's going to be, but don't quote me on that. But that's who the surprise witness is going to be. Jane Doe, a female from overseas. She's traveling right now, probably as we speak. If she has not already landed, she should be here testifying, I believe, tomorrow or Friday. So you guys, I'm going to keep you guys in the loop with that on who it is, what's going on. Of course, she's a Jane Doe, but I'm telling you, it is crazy. This trial is getting crazy. Ebony said that's why media is not allowed in the courtroom. No, the reason why media is not allowed in the courtroom, Ebony, because the feds, no federal courthouse, no federal court has media allowed in the court. It's just the law. Federal court, you never have the media. State courts, yes, you can have media. Not federal court. But Yeah, so it's crazy. Lord says, whatever happened to Allie Carter? That is a whole story too. With Allie Carter, y'all, she had me throwed off. I was like feeling sorry. I was like, oh, Allie Carter. Next thing you know, I'm like, you trying to save the kids, but where are all the kids at? Where's the children? Where they at? I was lost. I don't know. I don't know. They say Allie Carter was lying too. So I mean, it's a lot of people out here perpetrating a fraud, lying and saying that Diddy did this and all these people did that. Even had me fooled, right? Had me fooled at the lounge. I was getting all emotional, crying. Look, crying, slinging snot. Oh, Allie Carter. She said, oh, Diddy done made her have Rex with the donkeys and the camels and the elephants. I was like all emotional. And I'm like, where's all of the kids at? Where is the people and all the people you're trying to save? I was like, I don't know. I mean, it was very questionable to me. I'm just saying, right? It was crazy. Ebony says I do criminal justice try again. Okay, that's great, Ebony. Aeon Doc says, you in the P. Diddy trial? Yes, I was there yesterday. Hey, John Burke, hi. Hey, how are you? Um, um, let's see. Yeah, so it's crazy, you guys. I'm telling you, it is crazy. It is crazy. When I seen Diddy, y'all, like I said, he looked like Papa Smurf. His hair was all gray, looked like Janice and Diddy, his sister and brother. Because I bet you when that Timu wig comes off of Janice's head, oh, she probably full of gray hairs too, right? They look like probably sister and brother when Janice Timu wig is off, because Diddy's hair is so gray. I was like, oh my god, he looked like Papa Smurf. He looks like he's about 70, 75 years old. No lie, no joke. He's that gray. Deborah says, great job, mods. Thank you. Yes, we got to get folks out of here. We ain't got time to plan. Look, everybody, has their own opinion, but don't come in here. Don't come to my house cutting up. Okay? Don't come to my house cutting up, right? We respect everybody. Even if I go to your platform, if you got a platform, don't come over here cutting up, okay? Because we send you to the block party around the corner, wherever you may lay, right? Welcome. Smash the like button, you guys. Suzanne says, good morning. Suzette says, they probably are, sis. I know, right? Hey, Ray Love, how are you? Depta says, right, Lord. Yeah, these people crazy, but yeah, people are snapping out, you guys. People are doing all kind of crazy stuff. Dewana says, you on it, sister. Thank you, Dewana. Thank you. Yeah, and I like to be clear. I like to, I like to give my opinion, but I like to state the facts as what's going on in the courtroom. I don't like to just, spin a narrative and say, how I want it to be. No, I tell what happened in the courtroom and then I say my thoughts. As you guys always know, I don't try to spin off some like crazy narrative, but I just keep it real, right? Just like with Mia. She's all in the courtroom. She's testifying, looking like she has like some kind of, some kind of trauma going on, right? But at the same time, she ain't had no Diddy sexually abused me trauma. She don't got that, and there's no receipts to prove it. There's no receipts. No receipts, because anytime somebody does something horrible to you, you should report it. I don't care what nobody says, you can report it. They can call you a snitch or whatever, but I'm going to snitch until they, this person raped me, right? They violated me. If somebody comes to you and takes your purse or your wallet, they violate you, they take that, you're not going to sit there and be like, well, I'm not going to the police. They can have my ID, my social security, the money, all the credit cards. I'm not going to tell nobody. Come on now. You're going to go and report that. You're going to let somebody know, right? And she didn't let nobody know that, Diddy took the meow kitty cat from her, allegedly. You're not going to go tell that somebody violated you? I don't believe that. Laura says, thank you for sharing what you are seeing. Stay beautiful. Thank you, Laura. Thank you. Y'all know I'm going to bring y'all the tea, and I'm going to be truthful. I'm not going to sit here and lie and perpetrate a fraud about what is going on in that courtroom. I'm going to tell exactly what happened, and I'm going to give my, opinion on it. Ray Love says, report her. I know, right? Exactly, Ray Love. Dewana says, I know. I would tell. Yeah. I'm telling you, I do. Yes, I keep it real. Thank you, Jack. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome from Australia. Thank you. Laura says, thank you. Okay. Thank you for sharing what you are seeing. Stay beautiful. Thank you. Suzette says, sis, if you already said, are you in the overflow room or main? Oh, Suzette, I was in the no, I was in the main courtroom yesterday. And Monday I was in the overflow, but on Tuesday, baby, I was in the main courtroom. I put eyes on my own eyes on Diddy, so I was able to see y'all. He looked like Papa Smurf who stole Christmas 40 years ago. He looks old, and even his, like, where he was wearing a sweater, I mean, he looked nice and presentable, but y'all, I'm telling you, he looked old. He Papa Smurf that stole Christmas 40 years ago. He even had a weird haircut. You know how Diddy has, would keep his hair like nice and like, with the waves, and or like a low cut, just lined up. Oh no, baby. They say in the MDC you get, like, how China, they have, like, you can only get like 5 different haircuts. You can pick. Do you want the number 1 haircut? Do you want the number 2? Oh, Diddy took the like number 4, because I'm telling you that haircut was looking. He had like this much hair on his head, and it was all gray. And he was in the courtroom just going like, how grandpas do, pop pops. They around the house probably drinking their coffee, probably smoking their cigarette or cigar, chilling, rocking in the rocking horse. I mean, in the rocking chair, and his hair was just looking. He was just going like that, like he didn't even care. I mean, I'm like, Diddy, he looks a mess. He looks like he's 70 years old. He looks like Danny Glover on the real 100 tip. He looks like Danny Glover, gray hair and everything, looking like a pop-up, got his little pop-up sweater on. I'm telling you, looking like Janice's brother, right? Looking like Janice's brother. Janice Combs and Diddy Combs, they look like sister and brother now. I was like, oh my goodness. The white, yeah, straight to the police. Yes, she should have went straight to the police. Yes, he looks. Ray Love said, "Oh, Diddy Glover." Yes, he looks like Diddy Glover. He looks old as all get out. When I say he looks old, I'm telling y'all, I was like, because they were like, well, when's Diddy gonna come in? And when he came in, I was like, is that an attorney? Is that one of his attorneys? Is that his black attorney? No, that was Diddy. I was like, what? Are you serious? Hold on, let me rub my eyes. Cause I thought my eyes was playing tricks on me. I was like, hold up, swole up. Diddy? What? Yeah, he looked old. And in a federal court, you know how in the state court they have the actual guards, like the sheriffs that are coming in there. No, the feds, their police, oh, they are suits in suits. They are in suits. You don't even know that they're the federal police with him, with the guarding him. So when everybody went out on break, when everybody went out on like a 15-minute break, like all the attorneys, they literally left the area to go to the bathroom, go get a drink or coffee, water, whatever, right? And Diddy was sitting there by himself, and you could tell the federal agents, they were sitting there. The federal, like the prison guards, the jail, the MDC federal agents, they were like in suits. They look really nice. Hey, Miss D, how are you? They were in suits. They were professional, and Diddy was sitting there by himself, and they were sitting like, kind of like against the wall, like this, like sitting against the wall, and then Diddy was like right in front of them, so they were like guarding him, so he couldn't, of course, do anything, get up or whatever. But yeah, they were really guarding him, and you didn't know that they were the police because they were in suits. So nobody's reporting that. So nobody is reporting that. So yes, that's one thing that nobody is reporting. So it's crazy. It's crazy. Shalik says you came.
Time we will let them at our guesting groups. Morning group one only. This will be our big front seats as well as our free spirit gold member.
What you say?
Passengers on flight 2069 was
What they say?
to Los Angeles, California. This time we would like to welcome group number 2, groups
What?
1 and 2. Are welcome to board the game.
Oh yeah.
Pasajeros en el vuelo 2069 con servicio hacia Los Ángeles, California. En este momento estaría la
Shalik Brooks, no, I'm not fanned out. I'm a YouTuber. I come for business to report on Diddy's trial. Marsha says the feds have always been in suits
Sure,
and
that
well
sounds great.
dressed. This is
Wonderful.
not
My name
nothing new.
is
Yeah,
Server
it's not
216,
nothing
Texas
new. But what I'm saying is when they're in the courtroom, people are not reporting that the police feds that are guarding Diddy are in suits. So that's what I'm reporting. Miss D says, hey Chad, hey Miss D. Ray Love says she's reporting on the trial. It's her job. Thank you, Ray Love.
Spirit
Thank you.
passengers on flight
Brainside says, Young
2069 will
Chris, New
serve
York,
Houston to
tapping
Los
in.
Angeles, California.
Hey,
Descending would
welcome
like to welcome
in,
our
Brent.
guests in group number
Bryn,
3, groups
welcome.
1, 2, and 3
Jamil,
are
my
welcome to
baby,
board.
puts
We are
hearts
on
and says 100. Thank
346.
you, baby.
Pasajeros en el
John
vuelo
says,
2069 con
the
servicio hacia
reason
Los
he
Ángeles,
looked old is because he
California. En
wasn't
este momento
taking
nos estaría dando
the
la bienvenida. Los grupos 1, 2 y 3. Grupos 1, 2 y 3 son bienvenidos a abordar.
adricone that he was taking, which made him look. Oh wow. Yeah, he was probably taking a whole lot of stuff, you guys. He was probably taking a whole lot of stuff. I'm telling you. Um, Yolanda said, you think he's going home? I don't think so, Yolanda. I think they're going to charge him with something. I think they're going to charge him with something. Meta says, oh, thank you, MetaVision. Thank you. MetaVision says, boo, come to Connecticut. My wife, me, and my kids will make you and your man dinner. We love you. Thank you, MetaVision. Thank you. That was sweet. Ray Love says, salute to Jamil, pure survival. Yes, that's my baby. Brian from Florida is in the building. Welcome, Brian. Welcome. Deborah says, hey, Jamil, pure survival. Yes, pure survival. Yeah, but y'all, I'm telling you, it is crazy, y'all. It is crazy out there. I came, me and my baby, to report. Y'all know Jamil, of course, he has a big
Spirit
channel.
passengers on flight
Bron says,
2069 will serve Houston to Los
Jamil
Angeles,
puts the head, the
California. Descending
arms,
would
and
like to
the
welcome our
fire
guests in groups
emoji.
number
Yes.
4. Groups
Dewana
1,
says,
2,
I
3, and
think
4 are welcome to
he is
board.
going to do at least 25 years. I think
Sure,
so
that
too,
sounds great. My name
Dewana.
is
They said that they offered him $15. I mean, $15. They offered him 15 years and he turned it down. They said they offered him two plea deals. I know one of them, they said it was 15 years was one of the plea deals. But the other one, I don't know what else they offered him. But I think he's going to do either 15, like 20 or 25 too. Something like that. Miss D says, please hit
Spirit
the like button.
passengers
Yeah,
on flight
smash the like
2069 will
button, you
serve
guys.
Houston to
Smash
Los
the
Angeles,
like button.
California.
But
Descending would like to
yes,
welcome
it's
all groups.
crazy.
Groups
They
1, 2,
are
3, 4, and 5 are welcome to
crashing
board.
out.
Again, our
They are
before
doing
system, we
crazy
please
stuff.
ask you to
I
use the
like to
correct
report
boarding
what
lane
is
and to
exactly
the board
going
signal
on,
prior line to
what's
board.
happening, what I'm seeing, what they're saying, what
Once
to
again, for
report
all Spirit
on.
passengers on flight
Um,
2069 will serve
Yolanda
Houston to
says for
Los
being
Angeles,
a freak.
California, we please
Y'all,
ask
he
you to
could.
use the correct boarding lane and to the
That's
one
what I'm
signal prior
saying.
line to
Like
board.
the certain
Atención a
things
todos
that he's.
pasajeros en el vuelo 2069 con servicio hacia Los Ángeles,
Baby.
California. En este momento nos estaría dando la bienvenida a
Okay, I
todos
think
los
it's
grupos,
time.
grupos 1,
Okay,
2, 3,
well,
4 y 5 son
we're
bienvenidos a abordar
we
a la
about to
puerta
head
número
out.
26, por favor.
Yeah, we about to head out. So, y'all, I'm not gonna keep you guys. I'm gonna go live again later on, because we're about to
Sure,
board
yes,
and
I'm
get
Spirit
out of
number
New York.
208 with
But y'all,
service
thank y'all
2
for
Austin, Texas, 78
stopping in,
At this
showing the
time, we would like
love.
to
Thank
invite our
you
guests in
guys,
groups 1, 2,
everybody in
3,
the
and
building.
4.
Smash the
If you're in
like
groups 1,
button,
2, 3, and
and
move forward
y'all,
for Spirit
we are
Airlines,
going
flight
to
number
go live
208 with
later
nonstop
on.
service
Once
to Austin,
we get
Texas.
home and get
We
settled,
anticipate going
we're
over
gonna
the AB-49,
I'm gonna
so
go
you're very
live
welcome
and
aboard.
fill
Thank
you
you.
guys in on what I'm learning for today, because I do have somebody there in the courtroom that I'm gonna get intel from, on on their take on what happened, so it can be clear reporting and then give my opinion on what happened. But y'all, thank you guys. Always leave with love, peace, and tranquility. Thank you. I love each and every one of you guys in the building, and I will see you
Sierra, yes,
guys
I'm Spirit
on the
number
other
208
side,
with nonstop
y'all.
service to
Bye
Austin,
bye.
Texas, AB-49.